We are here with Michael in Robbinsville, New Jersey. What was your motivation for installing solar?
I think everyone should have solar, especially if you're going to live in your house for a long time. When you go through and look at the numbers, the payback period is what, 6 to 8 years. Electricity prices are going up. The cost of everything is going up. After you pay off the system, you have free electricity for the life of the system. But it made sense for us being here with a growing family, with wanting to get electric vehicles, wanting to upgrade our home HVAC system.
And what was your consideration in choosing public service solar?
It was really hard, especially if you're an uneducated consumer, to become educated and figure out the ins and outs and the differences of the different payment options, of the different components, of all the different things that you would consider. There's a post that I posted on Reddit that got like 100,000 views of people going through the same problem, trying to figure out the best type of solar system for me. I'm trying to figure out the best way to finance it. Tell me about the difference of these financing options, these components, these everything. And I got so many replies of people going through the same thing and pointing me in the right direction. Really, one of the big things that pushed me to public service solar, Tony, my salesperson, laid out the financing and all of the purchase options very clearly, very easily in a way that I understood, that made sense, that didn't seem to have, clearly didn't have any hidden fees, any surprises, anything like that. He was a straight shooter, which made it really easy to actually purchase the system. So that was a big positive. At the end of 2025, the tax credit disappeared. No one could actually guarantee that you'll get installed by the end of the year. But Tony had experience specifically with my town and my township, and made me feel comfortable saying, yeah, if we submit this in July, which is when I signed the contract, it should take a couple of months. We'll get folks on it. We should be able to start work mid to late fall. And that's exactly what happened.
What was the experience, the installation experience?
The one thing I'll say about permitting that had nothing to do with public service solar, it just took a while. So I live about a mile down from the township building. After I couldn't get many answers or why things were moving, I just walked in. Once I went in and asked the question, they walked the piece of paper over. It was approved that day. Installation was super easy. It took one day. Everyone was super professional. Everyone knew what they were doing. Luckily, my installation was actually pretty easy. I just have one array, one rectangle. There, they made a couple holes in the attic to hide the wiring. The conduit went straight down to the outside electric box there. I also did upgrade my interior panel. They came at 8 o'clock in the morning. Everything was done by 3 or 4 o'clock. It was great. It was easy.
And how's your experience been since it was installed?
It's been great. I've only been installed about 3 or 4 months. The installation was done the end of November. I got permission to operate the end of December, and then I actually started to do the net metering, get the bill credits and everything. You let the system do its thing. I look at the app, I see what I'm producing, I see what I'm exporting, right? I see everything, and I have my bill now for $4 a month, which is just the connection fee. So for the 4 months that I've had it, it's been excellent. It's been easy. Everything is good. I really haven't had anything, and hopefully you guys won't hear from me that often, because hopefully it'll just work for the next 25 years. The only time you'll hear from me is when I want to get more.
Would you recommend solar to your friends and family?
I already have. So yes, I think everyone should have solar if you plan on living in your house, owning your home for a while, because of the math that goes behind it. So 100% enthusiastically, yes.